It's spooktacular. It's a little scary. It's time for Monstermaniacon. Hey there everybody, I am Crunchy Scott and I thought today would be a great day to take you back to Monstermaniacon in Maryland. I'll show you some of the craziest finds along the vendor aisles, or at least my opinion of what some of the craziest finds were. I'll also show you and tell you why I think this is an amazing gateway conference for kids who are starting to show an interest in the scary and horror world. And then I'll also show you my non-scary finds. Yes, this is the real bag that it came in. I'm going to start off with two things that I loved but was not able to purchase. One was a Reagan action figure, and I'm talking about Reagan from The Exorcist. Yes, really cool. I was actually blown away by the number of action figures that all the vendors were pushing. There is really an action figure for every beloved creature feature from Beetlejuice to Freddy Krueger. Now, I did not purchase Reagan because by the time I got to Monstermaniacon, it was super busy and it was all I could do to even get a snapshot of some of the things that I loved. I also fell in love with a Sleestack Buddha that I found. Yes, I said Sleestack Buddha from Land of the Lost. So unfortunately, both times I passed this vendor's booth, he was not there, but I did snag one of his cards. It's Mucky Chris. He did all sorts of Buddhas. You've got some R2-D2 Buddhas, there's a Darth Vader Buddha. I mean, they were all super awesome. So I am definitely going online because I feel like everybody needs a Sleestack Buddha in their life. I would really love to see more monster-themed food at Monstermaniacon. I really think attendees would love some Chopping Mall Blood Orange Julius options, or even a Sleepaway Camp Beans and Weenies. And yes, both of those recipes are on my YouTube channel, so check them out. I did pick up this adorable Hocus Pocus themed treat bag, and it was filled with Hocus Pocus themed treats. Unfortunately, most of them are gone now because the night that we went to Monstermaniacon, that was also the night that we watched Hocus Pocus 2, and it was great to have these snacks on hand. Now, unfortunately, the snacks were not vegan, so I did not partake, but I was told they were all very delicious. And check out the creativity. This is the book cookie. How amazing is that? Let me tell you, creativity at Monstermaniacon is just out the wazoo. People are amazing. They really bring it from the costumes to the vendors and to the food. A+ to the vendor who sold me these Hocus Pocus themed cookies. Love it.
I think the cutest / creepiest award for Monstermania gets is this. This is Inky Poo. It's a My Little Demon. I think you totally get it by looking at this, what this might be a riff off of. My Little Pony. I mean, it's even got the little cutie mark there. But isn't this one adorable? It's like a little squidgy. This is Inky Poo. And it costs about 25 bucks, I think, which I know is expensive, but it's very unique. Not every kid is going to have these. And I think it's such a nice little step into the world of scariness and horror to have a nice little stuffed animal like this for a kid.
Now let's talk about my non-monster finds, and they came in this bag, which I think is a little scary in its own right. But anyways, I was able to snag a Village People album. This was actually my second choice. My first choice I spotted from across the room in the crate. It was a Tiffany album. But it was like slow motion. I saw a woman literally walk over to that bin and snag my Tiffany album before I could get over there. I actually followed her around a little bit, hoping she would put it down, but eventually that got a little creepy and I did watch her pay the vendor, so that was kind of a bummer. I did run into her later at the convention and I really contemplated, like, should I offer her like 30 bucks for that album? But I figured if you're a Tiffany fan at a Monstermania convention, then you deserve that Tiffany album. And I do love my Village People album. I'll frame it. I also picked up this Gizmo doll, and I haven't even opened it yet. Let me get him out of the... Oh, he's nice. Oh, he's got plastic on him. Well, that's kind of cool. So He was way overpriced. This thing was 25 bucks. My fault, I was not paying attention to the prices. I love these smaller footprint dolls, and actually this one, now that I'm feeling a little bit, it's pretty well made. It's got a plastic head, the ears are plastic, and then there's like beans or something in this part of him. So it's really nice and it'll look cute sitting on my little shelf. I love smaller footprint things because if you're a retro collector like myself, you can get a little crazy and things can get out of hand. So smaller things mean you have more space, which also means you can buy more stuff. But I do love Gizmo.
This is Genevieve the dragon, and look at how well built she is. She's so cute, and she was about, I think, almost 50 bucks, which I know is expensive, but again, I love that this is something just for the kiddos. I mean, it's for older kids too, but really just for the kiddos. Something that they can latch onto, and if you have kids in your life, you know that stuffies are the gateway into anything that they love. Cute.
As you can probably tell, I absolutely love Monstermaniacon. I went to the one in Maryland at the beginning of the month, and for me and my family, it is the perfect way to usher in the Halloween season. I also love that it welcomes the full spectrum of horror lovers. From those of us who love to just wear crazy t-shirts and horror movies, to those who dress like Hellraiser every single day of the year. Everyone is welcome, everyone is accepted, and everyone is just having a great time. This convention also has tons of vendors and exhibits, however, it still feels intimate, which I really love. It doesn't have a huge commercialized feel, in my opinion. This convention really hits the sweet spot for all things scary, for me in particular. Let me know in the comments below if you have been to a Monstermaniacon, and if you're planning to go next year, I really hope we can get together and celebrate the Halloween season together. Have a great Halloween, everybody. Why don't I recognize any of the songs on this album? Wanted in the Navy.